Pecker, and it opened today. Please welcome, oh, stop that giggling, John Waters. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you. I like coming here. It's a good show to be on.
It's a cool after-hours joint.
It is.
I'm sorry, I'm babbling.
I like after-hours joints.
You do, really?
Yeah.
You, where? Where do you like to go?
Well, there's one in Baltimore I went to recently that was so strange. It's the exact opposite of a New York after-hours bar, which I like, too, because they're so fancy and everything.
Very sophisticated here in New York.
But this was sophisticated, but in a very different way. It was kind of in a row house neighborhood, and somebody took me there and said, the bar closed, and he said, let's go to this after-hours place. I said, I never heard of it. And it was just in this woman's house, and you went and knocked on the door, and she got up out of bed and made you a drink. And I thought, this is great, you know? And then she gave me a key to her house when I left. So I guess I can go over there any time and wake up, you know, at 4 in the morning. And she comes down.
Is it pretty reasonable? Is it expensive?
It was $1 the drink. And it was in her club cellar. It was really the best bar I've been to all year.
Yeah, check that out.
There was only one other person there. Hi, I said. You know,
are you a big drinker? I'm asking this. I have no idea. Are you a social drinker?
Yeah, on Friday nights. I've never been sober in my life on Friday night. I only drink on Fridays, really. I eat irresponsibly on Saturdays, and I visit my friends in prison on Sunday. Otherwise, I work. I'm a workaholic Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm. Are you, what kind of music do you listen to? Because I've noticed in a lot of your movies you have, you enjoy like a kind of a 50s retro soundtrack.
But I have all kinds, you know. I love rap music. That's what I play in the car. And people look at me.
You turn it up really loud?
Yeah, really loud. And like, you know, Baltimore is a very black city, and I always feel foolish at a red light when I have like Little Kim blaring really hard at a red light, and I pull up next to two homeboys that really give me dirty looks. There I am, like, listening to rap music.
What's the effect, do you think? I'm trying to picture you in the car. Are the speakers vibrating? They're that big?
I play it real loud, yeah. I mean, of course, Hal, who wants to listen to Little Kim softly, you know? I mean,
kind of, yeah.
I love Little Kim. I wish I could put her in one of my movies. Why hasn't she been in a movie yet?
I don't know. Why don't you put her in a movie?
Maybe I will in the next one. I hope so.
Yeah. Now, I heard something about you. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that you still enjoy hitchhiking. Is that true? I don't know. I mean...
I do. I miss hitchhiking. You know, in the 60s, we hitchhiked all around the country. Everybody did, you know? A lot of people had their first sexual experience that way. And
pretty much 98% of the country. Yeah.
So... But well, I like to hitchhike now because people are so startled when they see me hitchhiking. And I do it a lot when I get to Baltimore. If there are no cabs from the train station when I'm coming back from New York, I say, well, just hitchhike. And I get a ride with the first car every time, and they take me to my house. And I'm not nervous. I mean, I guess it's dangerous to hitchhike today. But a serial killer won't kill you if you're famous. You know, I mean... Because they know they'll get the death penalty instead of life in prison. You know, it'll bring too much attention to them.
That's basically your safety clause, is that you're famous, nothing can happen to you.
Or they know who I am. Usually they take me to the house and try to get me to go out even. You know, you have to get rid of them, you know.
You say, I know this really good after-hours joint we can go to.
You want a drink for $1, right.
I've always heard that you're a very obsessive person in certain ways, that you have sort of obsessive-compulsive aspects to your personality.
Well, I like to do things. Every time someone ever comes in my house, I take a Polaroid picture of them, and I write who it is, why they're there, and the date. And I've done it for years.
Anybody? What about, like, just...
Everybody. From Johnny Depp to the guy that comes to fix the phone. And I've had problems because my assistant Colleen and I come out and we say, can we take your picture? And they think we're like kinky trying to get them into a swinger party or something, you know? And I had one phone man who said, no, you cannot take my picture. And I said, you're going to ruin my whole project. Can I take a picture of your shoes? And that really made him nervous, you know? Thought I was like, you know, a shrimper or something.
So what do you do with... What do you do? What do you do with all the pictures? Are they all going in a giant album?
Oh, they're certainly in these files. I keep them obsessively in order. Yeah.
Is everyone kind of looking like, what's with this guy?
No, I just do it so much that most people are fine about it, you know. Yeah. And some people say, what is this, for security? I think they're going to steal something.
Right. I heard, gotta ask, that there might be a sequel to Pink Flamingos in the future. Is that?
I don't know. I mean, I could make a sequel to all the movies. There might be one. I mean, I've always wanted Anthony Hopkins to play Divine. I think he would really be good and do the part with dignity.
You think? Wait, you think Anthony Hopkins could do the Divine part?
Yes, I do. Very well. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We have a picture here of Divine, just in case anybody. There he is, just Divine, who was fantastic, of course, in the film.
Thank you.
We actually had some other ideas for people if you can't get Anthony Hopkins.
Marlon Brando?
No, take a look. We thought possibly Al Roker. Because we are Roker fixated. We also thought maybe Mark McGuire if it's... And just keep in mind, Andy is always available.
I would definitely pick Andy. I think he would be good.
We just had that photo of you, too. We didn't have to...
How did you get that picture?
That picture was taken when he went to visit.
Yeah. I'm going to give my mom an angry phone call when we get done with this show.
Tell us a little bit about the about the movie.
About Pecker?
Yeah.
Well, Pecker's about a kid in Baltimore that accidentally gets turned into an art star in New York. It's a movie. It has a lot of weird things in it. Like, certainly, vocabulary lessons are important. When I did for the foreign versions, I had to write a whole glossary of different terms that are mentioned in the movie.
What is there, slang? Is
There's a lot of slang. Like, I mean, for instance, well, do you know what it is to give somebody a Dutch oven?
Yeah, I do know. Yeah, I read the... not everybody knows. Yeah.
Do you know?
Broke up Ernest Borgnine after Ernest's marriage.
It was actually in the court transcripts of Ernest Borgnine's divorce.
Well, who
from
gave
Shelley Winters.
who the Dutch was?
Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman. Ethel
If
Merman.
she ever gave someone a Dutch oven, believe the windows would be blown out. Here, a Dutch oven is when you fart in bed and quickly pull the covers over your partner's head.
As a talk show host, I have to be aware of all these terms.
It could be sweeping the nation.
Nothing. Well,
It's safe. You can't get pregnant.
It's it's like 1:30 right now, so
Perfect
there are a lot
time.
of people in bed right now that are like, hey.
Especially if your partner fell asleep when you wanted to watch television with this person.
And with this show, that's a good probability.
Yeah,
if the partner's
I doubt
asleep.
it.
Pecker is at theaters now.
It is, yes.
Pecker is theaters everywhere, and there are a lot more terms in there you can learn, which we're going to just keep you to this one right now.
Okay, good.
John Waters, thanks so much for coming by. We love it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back, folks. T.J. O'Rourke is here. That was good.